PROG stock currently trading at $2.1123 in this session of the 4th of October 2021. It has extended by 18.72%. It's extending, adding gains, adding value gradually. Right now it's trading at the premium to all of its moving averages. This is based on the 1 minute live session right now. Everything is strongly bullish based on this 1 minute live model, but for the broader picture, the daily model, which is what we have here, it is still very much in a bearish. The underlying trend is still very much bearish. You can see that. So this will be the fourth or the third session it has extended. But apart from that underlying trend, which may be a problem or may not be a problem, depending on how you want to look at it, everything is ringing bullish. You know, it is it's moving averages. Even the 50-day moving average is now beginning to slope upwards. The 200-day is still very much in the decline, but MACD above signal line and extending, RSI at over 70, you know, those are bullish signals, and this is on the daily model, you know. So we indicated earlier on that it may be a good buy. So not a good buy, but a buy, you know. So we're still reiterating that, you know. I mean, just simply because of the fact that it's improving on things. Volume is improving, participation is the involvement is there, you know. Just strictly based on that. But at the same time, you know, you have to be really cautious. Yet at the same time as well, the stock itself is not, well, you might say 20% is also a lot, but you know, going by a lot of measures, this is a penny stock. You know, it's not skyrocketing. We've seen penny stocks, you know, that have just exploded away, you know, extend by over 100% in just one session. But it has just been adding, you know, the gains are pretty much incremental, not so much, just not so much, you know, over what I say the last 3 sessions we have been looking at the stock, you know. So, well, just be really careful as well if you want to get involved with the stock, you know. It's also optionable, you know that very well. Let's quickly have a look at the options and see what's going on there. You can see the sort of prices we are talking about now. Before now, for some reason this $2.50 strike is not that popular based on this October 15 series. So let's see whether it's more popular elsewhere. We have not seen any of that. What does that tell us? Could it be that there isn't really any confidence that it will reach there? Could it be? But we're seeing that the $2 strike is, you know, based on this October 15 series is heavily popular. You know, you can see that 17,900 is the volume so far in this session. We can always refresh and get what is going on there at the moment. Okay, we have now seen that the 250 is now in the 10,000s, 10,713. But even at that, the $2 strike is still increasing in volume as well. People are consolidating on that. They are, I think what it's indicating is that they, at least if not anything, this $2 is likely to keep going. You know, let me buy it. You know, I'm not very sure. I think they are by far more confident with a $2 price. You know, but obviously the stock itself is just hovering above that, isn't it? Just hovering around that. Hasn't, you know, crossed yet. Yeah, still to at least 2.125. Well, even at that, that 250 is growing in popularity. So you can see that it's increasing. So let's see what's going on down here about that 250. Not so much for the November 19th, maybe because it's November, it's a lot farther away. I mean, we all know that a lot of the market participants who trade options are quite short-termist. But at the same time, on the January 2021, we have a healthy amount of volume there. You can see that 6,061, almost as much as the $2 strike. So it's a mix of things, you know. Who knows the science of or who knows where people will put their money. I mean, you would expect Well, at the same time as well, this is also something they are pointing that this may also be an indication that these guys are by slightly, much more forward looking. You can see that this, if you're going to buy this, if you're buying January 2021, you are looking quite ahead. So maybe, so they're not as short termist as I've generally termed option traders and people who are getting involved with options. So, and we can also see that the open interest for that 250 is 28,654. So that is also what we have to be looking at, not just the volumes. Okay, let's see that October 15, what the open interest is. Open interest is 13,376. So, well, what is certain is that this stock has it has all that it takes to probably keep it on everybody's radar, keep it going. There's every chance, even if it retraces, there's every chance it is not going to like collapse. It doesn't have the makings at the moment. So it's definitely a stock. I'm not recommending that you should buy, but just keep watching it. Just keep watching. It's a very interesting penny stock with options. I mean, you don't see that very often. It's definitely a stock to watch. It's highly intriguing. So let's return to the 1 minute model and see what's going on there. We're still maintaining that it's a buy. The word is not a good buy. It's a buy. We're still maintaining that. Just simply because things are improving now. There's every chance there's an opportunity for that 200-day moving average, the underlying trend, to get bullish, at least, if not for anything, or at least for it to extend and surpass that 200-day moving average. Things are improving. The RSI, even though it's based on this 1 minute model, has just cooled off a bit, but for the whole, based on the bigger picture, it looks interesting. It looks interesting technically. It's a stock that has just banished its sideways movement, and it's trying to change, if you like, its bad ways. Why wouldn't you want to encourage it? If we have to impersonify it. So we're refreshing now to see what's going on now on the static page. This is obviously Charles Schwab, by far the best trading platform out there. So let's see what's going on there. 107 million shares have crossed the tapes, and while we wait for that, we can see the short interest figures is at 8.84 million. It's increased by 134%. It will take 1.2 days to cover. So things are gradually creeping up. The short interest is good. If it keeps on coming, it's an indication that there is a skepticism towards the stock. You want to see skepticism because it locks money up into the stock. So you can see what's going on here. Yeah. So yeah, easily, it's a buy. At least, if not some money, some amount of money, put it in there and see how things go for the stock. It technically sounds intriguing. Technically sounds appealing. So right now we now have the stock trading at $22.09. The gain is now at 17.32. It's not going away. This stock is not going away. We'll keep it on your radar and keep watching and see how things pan out with it. Let's look at other models and see what's going on there. Let's look at the 5 minute model and see what's going on. Okay, 5 minute model, the stock is ahead of its 10-day moving average and all of them as well. So 10 minute model will also look pretty much like that. It's distinctly ahead of those moving averages. 15 minute model, yes, okay, as well, distinctly ahead of them. 30 minute model, yes, and the 60 minute model. Let's look. So this is the daily model. We've seen that already. And let's look at the weekly model. Okay, weekly model pretty much like the daily model, but in this case it's still below the 50-day moving average, and the underlying trend is also still bearish. Let's look at the monthly model. Okay, there isn't much data there, so keeping it at the daily model, we have the gain is now 16.76. It's just clean off a bit, so let's return to the 1-minute model. Okay, yeah, see what you make of PROG stock, and we'll continue to update you again. Thank you very much for watching this video.